Westwood High School in Washington Township, and we are going to have the introduction of the seniors, football players, cheerleaders, and band before the game between Westwood and Mahwah. Well, it's a nice night here, cool, a little windy, and it's a great rivalry, both teams, Westwood and Mahwah. And
ladies and gentlemen, good evening,
highlight
and welcome to Westwood Regional High School for tonight's Super Football Conference game between the Mahwah Thunderbirds and your Westwood Cardinals. Tonight, we pause to honor and thank all of our senior band, cheerleader, and football players and their families for their contribution to our program. First up, we have our football seniors. Our first senior, being escorted by his parents, Rima and Sam, brother Freddie and sister Naya, is Andre Betracki. Our next senior, escorted by his parents, Elizabeth and John, Aiden Carroll. Next, we have Captain Yanni Constantinides, escorted by his parents, Heather and Mike, brothers Anthony and Alex, and grandparents Pop and Dee. Next up, Senior Captain Jack Dugan, escorted by his parents Dina and Kevin. Our next senior, escorted by his parents, Lori and Bruce, and sister Elena, is Captain Colby Lawton. Our next senior, escorted by his parents, Nancy and George, is our final captain, Jack Mathis. Next up, we have senior A.J. Milo, escorted by his parents, Denise and Adam, and sister Amanda. Our next senior, escorted by his parents, Cheryl and Chris, and sisters Amanda, Ashley, and Allison, Senior Chris Picanic. Our next senior, escorted by his parents, Teresa and Chris, Anthony Sabatella. Our next senior is Kurt Simonides, escorted by his parents, Carolyn and Nico. Our next senior, Justin Singer, escorted by his parents, Beth and Larry. Our final senior football player, Dan Saroyce, escorted by his parents, Eileen and Marcel. Thank you to our senior football players and parents. Our first cheer senior, Kate Donnelly, escorted by her mother, Amanda. Our next cheer senior, Ella Lacombe, escorted by her mother, Debbie, father, Jason, and sister, Gianna. Our next senior is Captain Eleni Keene, escorted by her mother, Rita, sister, Zoe, and Dad, baby, give me your name up here. Our next senior, Captain Lexi Dimmick, escorted by her mother, Kristen, father, Walter, and sister, Elena. Our next captain, Erin Morrison, escorted by her mother, Donna, father, Sean, brother, Sean, and sister, Megan. Our final cheer senior, Captain Jasmine Martinez, escorted by mother, Christina, father, Alberto, and sisters Emily and Kylie. Thank you to our cheer seniors and parents. Now for our band and color guard seniors. Please welcome low brass section leader Jack Callahan, escorted by parents Jim and Ursula. Next we have our color guard captain, Kristen Gardner, escorted by parents Joe and Karen and sister Brianna. Next is our alto saxophone and mellophone section leader, George Kabizian, escorted by his parents, Delisa and George, and brother Larry. Next is our color guard captain, Avery Smith, escorted by her parents, Sandra, stepfather Tom, brother Adam, and sister Ava. Our final senior, Andres Velasquez, escorted by his parents, Minerva and Albert, and sister Bella. Thank you again to our band and color guard seniors. And please, one last round of applause for all our seniors tonight.
Band, football, cheerleaders. It's a very special night. John, you and I did it many years ago, and it still brings back some memories. We're working your kids out as seniors, and it's their final year. That goes quick. They come in as freshmen, and before you know it, they're walking out.
It's unbelievable, Larry, and it's fantastic watching these young men and women.
We'll be back with the lineups and some introductions in just a moment.
Yanni Constantinides, senior linebacker. AJ Milo, senior, running back.
Kobe Lawton, senior, wide receiver.
Anthony Sabatello, senior, running back.
Jack Mactus, senior linebacker.
Jack Dugan, senior, tight end.
Dan Rose, senior, safety.
Chris Picanic, senior, left tackle.
Kirk Muniz, senior, lineman.
Andre Petracki, senior, cornerback.
Eden Carroll, senior, defensive end.
Justin Singer, senior, defensive end. Aiden Carazana, junior, DB.
RJ Usher, junior, nose guard.
Joey Klein, junior, wide receiver.
Joe Morrow, junior, guard.
Mike Carstage, junior, linebacker.
AJ Batelli, junior, tackle.
Thomas Busnich, junior, wide receiver.
David Gabordi, junior, tight end.
Braden Roberts, junior, right tackle.
Luke Biello, sophomore, linebacker.
Tyler Roberts, junior, right tackle.
Sean Morrison, sophomore, safety.
Bobby Carstage, junior, quarterback.
Aiden Dugan, sophomore, running back. Dante Downey, sophomore, right guard.
Luke Busnich, sophomore, wide receiver.
Jake Sembler, sophomore, wide receiver.
Nick Truby, sophomore, safety.
Connor Stewart, sophomore, cornerback.
Eli Tavares, sophomore, running back.
Dylan McKinnon, sophomore, outside linebacker.
Jordan Yepes, sophomore, H-back. David Ismoli, sophomore, wide receiver. Travis Mack, sophomore, guard.
Cooper Smith, sophomore, tackle.
Zion Ridley, sophomore, tackle.
Cypher Clanker, sophomore, kicker.
Steve Klein, freshman, safety.
Well, the Westwood team has come onto the field. Mahwah's to my left. Officials are talking at the 50. And John, let's quickly just talk. We're coming on late tonight. Let's talk a little bit about Mahwah, a very young team. We had a nice talk with their head coach, Adam Zook. And he said, listen, last year, my sophomores played their juniors this year. They played 8 last year, sophomores. This year, they're all going to play. And he's going to play a very hard-nosed junior, Daniel McCallahan. We were told that he was going to start. It was a change between the information they gave us and tonight. But they are he said they're very tough. They fight hard. They don't give up. And it's a great program. And the future looks good for him because the classes that are coming up look like they got some good athletes.
And you know, Larry, when you look at what they were able to do this year, they're 1-2, which is a great start. You know, they lost to Richfield Park 41-21. You know how good they are. But they were able to lose to Kinnelon by 6-7 points, 19-12. And, of course, they beat Tenafly 14-12. That's much improved. So it would have been a real good game if with the condition of the field is perfect. Football game is great. We're ready to go.
And now Westwood comes in. They're very strong and outstanding team. 2 wins. They've given up only 7 points in their games. They beat Shore Hills. I'm 3-0.
3-0.
They beat Shore Hills. They beat Dumont. They shut them out. And last week here was a 34-7 game over the perennial powerhouse
Riverdale.
So Westwood comes in. We're getting ready for the national anthem. They'll play that. I'll come back and just highlight the Westwood team. We're ready to start the game. Let me just finish up again with the Westwood team there. You know, it all stems around the offense of Robbie Carstridge, that outstanding quarterback. John, last week when he lined up as a running back and took a handoff from Dugan, who is the running back, and ran around right end for 32 yards for a touchdown, you got something special there. He runs very well. He throws the ball exceptionally well. He throws the ball very accurate. So Westwood is very strong offensively in front of a big line that they have up front that are opening up a lot of holes, led by Chris Pickenett. They're outstanding tackle. Defensively, they're strong. They're strong offensively and defensively, and the 3-0 record shows. So Westwood today, their team, they're very happy where they are. They're looking to improve in certain areas, but they're playing a team that's on the rise, Mahwah, who's looking to get better every week to improve with the young team that they have.
And of course, Westwood now has to start thinking about next week. And I know all the coaches and the players have that in their mind. That's going to be the game of all games this year. It's the game that's going to make who's going to be the number one team in that group in the state. So we're looking forward. Hopefully we'll be doing that game from Ramsey.
Yeah, if our equipment holds up. So we're getting ready for the kickoff. Westwood will receive, defending the goal to our left. Mahwah will kick off, defending the goal to the right. It's a nice breeze here, as you might expect in New Jersey. It was windy all day. The wind has not abated. It's blowing our papers all over the place. So we're getting ready. The crowd is still filing in, as you might expect, for a 7 o'clock game. Both these teams, both these schools have a long history of a big rivalry going back since, John, almost when we started, for 25 years. And they've played some outstanding games. It's just amazing. Games played here, games played in Mahwah, and then that game that was played at the MetLife championship game that Mahwah won. Jeff Remo won his championship back, I forget what year, maybe 15, 16, 17. I should have checked that. But both teams have a great history. And these games, you know, when you play a game like this where you have this kind of rivalry, throw the records out, throw everything out, because now emotion takes over. Dugan drops, Lawton drops back along with Morrison, number 12, to receive the opening kickoff. And we'll see. Now
Sean Morrison is doing more and more playing here, the sophomore.
Yeah. We've been given the starting lineups. It's been altered because of some injuries to Mahwah, so we're going to have to follow along to pick up who's playing and what. The information we got is a little different than what's actually on the field. That happens. It happens in sports all the time. Alex Cadman will do the kicking. Morrison is back along with Lawton. We're all ready. Here we go, and the game is underway. It's coming to Lawton, who will corral it as it bounces on the 15 up to the 20, keeps going, gets knocked down as he gets to about the 30-yard line, where Westwood will take over. 1st and 10.
Tackled by McLennan, number 1 from Mahwah that time on the kickoff.
Yeah, we're going to have Carstridge will be the quarterback. Dugan is the running back. Colby is the outstanding wide receiver. Arizona is a wide receiver. And we'll give you the up front. Roberts, Biello, Simonides, Usher, and Pickenett are the offensive linemen. They're big, they're strong, and they're fast. Trips to the right. Carstridge calling signals. Hands to Dugan. Dugan gets into the secondary. And he is dropped as he gets across the 45-yard line. 1st down, a pickup of about 15 yards.
Stopped by number 70, Max Ingerman makes a saving tackle, or else it could have gone the distance.
Up front, we have Demetrius Hester for Mahwah, Braden Matadich, and Max Ingersoll. Linebackers, Kirshner, Duffy, Dickinson, and Bear. Ahmad, McClanahan, and Arcella are the backs. Carstridge runs, lobs one downfield.
Wide open.
Dugan has it, and he's going to go in for a touchdown.
46 yards. 46 official.
So 2 plays, Westwood strikes and leads 6-0.
So 46-yard touchdown by 44.
46 yards, Jack Dugan. I saw Dugan do this 3 or 4 times in preseason he did. So the aforementioned Jack Dugan will do the PAT with Klein holding. Joe Klein will do the hold. So somehow Dugan just broke away from the defenders, was wide open.
Good 10 or 15 yards open.
Kick is lined through, and it is good. So, with 11 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the first period, Westwood takes a 7-0 lead over Mahwah. So just like that, John, he just came out of the backfield, ran down the middle of the field. Carson saw him, was pitch and catch. He just lobbed the ball up. Dugan caught it in stride and just ran right to the end zone, touchdown.
It was like he was invisible. You know, he just appeared. He broke out from the middle. I guess he must have make-believe block and then took it to the distance. Beautiful throw by Carson. And this young man has got some career.
And he's a junior.
Oh, my goodness.
He's a junior. So now Westwood will kick off. We'll see who's dropping back for Mahwah. I tell you what, it's nice to have Westwood in red uniforms, huh, John?
I love it. It was tough last week watching those numbers. I even took my glasses. My wife said, "You wore glasses? You never wear glasses."
McClanahan will drop back for Mahwah, along with number 19, Stephen Lewis, to receive the kick from Dugan.
Now Dugan is really kicking the ball extremely well.
I think he's doing everything very well.
Outstanding young man.
Hey, mention it. Yeah. Boy, you heard the pop the ball in. It's going to go into the end zone for a touchback, and Mahwah will take over 1st and 10 with Danny McClanahan as the quarterback, number 1. According to the coach, he's a very hard-nosed kid. He'll fight and fight and fight, never back down. Let's see.
A little trips to the left.
Preston Duffy is a running back, so we got that right. McClanahan is the quarterback. Duffy is the running back. McClanahan, he's taken down quickly.
By 72 for Westwood. R.J. Usher makes a 3-4 yard loss.
So let's see if we get everybody else there. Second down. That loss of 3 yards.
Trips to the right for Mahwah.
Here comes McClanahan. He's going around the right side, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage. He's able to fall for maybe a yard. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, and depending on the spot, 9 or 10 yards. They're going to give him a couple of more, 9 yards.
Constantinides made the stop. He's having a real nice year at defense and offense. Number 8. We have a beautiful day.
Oh, it's a beautiful
evening.
night. Everything's perfect. Perfect. Everything's perfect, right, John?
Yes.
Only the fans should know. McClanahan has the ball, fakes to Duffy, now throws and intercepted. I think it is. Looks like
number 8. Constantinides. See, I just said something nice about him, right?
Wow. Ball was
a
tipped
tip
up in the air. Constantinides got it. So Westwood, there's a turnover for Mahwah.
It was a tip by the interior lineman.
Right. Ball going up in the air.
And Eagle Eye, Larry, and John picked that up.
Yeah.
Thank goodness it was tipped up.
Thank you. Sorosis is up to the right. Pitch out. Lawton has it. Avutes one. Ball's dropped out of bounds. He picked up about 3 yards. 2nd down and 7. Second and 7 now for Westwood. Partridge has the signal. Second and 7. Partridge calling signals. Partridge back. Partridge throws. Docked away. Boy, that was a nice play down there.
Looks like 42.
Can't get his number.
I think it was Nick Truppi, but I'm not sure. 42, I believe. Nope.
The pass was intended for Dave Gaboyardi. And it was knocked away nicely. Well, that ball, I tell you what, the ball was dropped in perfectly.
Nice soft touch by the QB Carthage.
3rd down and 7 now for Westwood. Pusanic is on the wing. Here comes a run by Kobe Lawton. And he is going to be stopped for no gain, maybe. I don't know, maybe a yard.
Not much on that. Nice defense by Mahwah Thunderbirds that time.
See what Westwood does here. They're going to probably have to go for it.
I may give that tackle to Bursner.
Carazana is in along with Joe Klein. There's 2 Kleins there, Joe Klein and Steve Klein. Trips to the left. We have split doubles to the right. Empty backfield. Carthage, he's got room.
A lot of room.
He's got a lot of room. And let's see if he got the 1st down. It's going to be. I think he got it. He got it.
Preston Duffy from Mahwah made the stop, the saving stop. Or else number 1 may have gone to the races.
Well, so we had he ran around right end, left end. As soon as he made that turn, we saw the room up here. We knew he had it.
And he's got a great wheels.
Oh, yeah. Well, we don't have 2-3 guys out there. He's going to get it. Dugan off the right side.
Oh, look
fighting
at
way, and he gets inside the 5-yard line.
Stop by number 24, Elijah Dixon on the stop. But that hurt because he got a little stiff arm from the running back that time, 44. On the 8-yard line.
2nd down and 2 yards to go for a 1st down and 8 yards to go for a touchdown.
Call the play.
We have 7
Give it
minutes.
to 44.
7 minutes and 29 seconds to go in the quarter. Dugan off the left side and walks in for a touchdown. 2nd touchdown for Jack Dugan. So it's 7:22. Westwood has 2 scores on the board. And they go up 13-0 with Dugan attempting the PAT.
So that's 2 touchdowns for Dugan tonight.
Oh, padding that stat of his. Kick is up, and it is no good. Wide to the left. So with 7 minutes, 22 seconds to go, Westwood leads 13-0 over Mahwah. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer cable access station in the Township of Washington. Dugan will kick. McClellan is back along with Lewis. And doesn't matter, the ball bangs into the end zone. So Mahwah will have their 2nd go-round here. They down 14-0. A long pass from Carthage to Dugan, 46 yards. An interception by Constantinides. and Westwood was able to turn that into another Dugan 8-yard run for a touchdown. PAT was missed, and we're 13-0 with 7:22 to go in the first quarter. If you missed anything and got here late.
How about Dugan? 75-yard kickoff. Young man, he's got a toe. We got to give him a nickname, the Toe. We haven't given Jack the Toe Dugan.
Callahan now runs on his feet, still going. And he gets across the 30-yard line up to about the 34-yard line. Enough for a first down, 14-yard run.
Number 5, Dan Serois with the hit, helped by a lineman, I saw. That was a nice run by Mahwah. A first down.
Coach Zuck said he will fight you, this McClellan. We won't back down. He wants to throw, now he wants to run, he throws, and the ball is dropped.
Yeah, it was the Kirshner.
Yeah, Kirshner is the
receiver.
One of the wing backs on this team. Nice size kid.
Now Kirshner had 2 touchdowns so far this year for Mahwah, rushing touchdown. We had all those stats, but we had to put them aside.
6'1", 195 pounds. Nice size, huh? 2nd and 10.
Nice size, a junior.
Kirshner comes out to the left. He's in the slot. Duffy has it around the right side, and he is stopped for no gain.
Number 8, Joe Klein. Big hit, helped by a couple of linemen.
So 3rd down and 9 yards to go. Halfway through the first quarter. We're here at Westwood. It's a beautiful night other than being windy. Nice crowd. People still coming in, of course. 7 o'clock game. People show up to 7:30. Callahan calling signals. And we have a flag. Throws downfield. Incomplete. Intended for number 9, Alex Kamen. But there's a flag on the play. It could be motion. Well, let's see. That is motion. I like that.
Very good.
It'll be declined by Westwood, setting up a 4th down. So they already have sent Joe Klein deep for the punt, and we'll see who gets the honors of punting for Mahwah. Let's see who's dropping back there.
Joe Klein is the...
Joe Klein is dropping back for Westwood. Who's going to punt? Oh,
we got to pick up the punter right now. We'll get him.
Looks like it's going to be Kirshner, number 5.
Kirshner, right?
So Kirshner will kick. It's 4th down and 9.
Looks like from the 34-yard line.
Snap comes forward. He gets it away. And the ball will drift out of bounds somewhere around the 43-yard line. We'll wait for the spot. Westwood will take over. 5:47 to go in the quarter. And let's see where the spot's going to be here now. It's going to be the 43-yard line.
Not bad. And number 1 coming in. Karsich.
I tell you, Kirshner had a problem there. The ball came back low. He bobbled it for a split second. He was able to took his time, was able to get it off. He didn't rush it.
Inside handoff.
There goes Dugan. He's in the secondary, and he falls shy of the 40-yard line, probably the 41-yard line, a pickup of about 18 yards. First down for Westwood.
So we got to come up with a couple of nicknames. He looks like a battering ram.
Well, I'll tell you what, John, that offensive line really does a job up there. Picnic and Usher. They do some job. Klein comes out to the right. Pesanich comes out with him. Pesanich is with him. And they go left with Lawton. Lawton's in the secondary. Only McClellan to beat. And Lawton is out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
About 30. It was around 44 inside.
About 35 yards.
35-yard run. Lawton is, what a career this young man has had. Lawton.
So 1st and 10 for Westwood. The ball is spotted outside. He stepped out of bounds outside the 10-yard line. Partridge is calling signal. Partridge keeps the ball now. Runs inside and falls forward across the 5-yard line. Bring up a 2nd and 5 for Westwood.
Stopped by Elijah Dixon, freshman. And he's speaking with the coach. He has a lot of young men that are coming onto his football team, and he's trying to scratch and get a team together to come back to what the Thunderbirds were in the past.
Partridge calling signal. 2nd and 5. Lawton gets to the goal line and in. So Kobe Lawton off the left side bangs his way in, and Westwood scores for the 3rd time in the 1st quarter. Takes a 19-0 lead. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. So it's 20-0 in the 1st quarter as Westwood's dominated with 4 minutes and 19 seconds to go. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group from the Township of Washington, Bergen County, New Jersey. We'll be back now as Dugan gets ready to kick, and if it's any indication, the first couple of kicks, he'll put this in the end zone. But McClellan is back for Mahwah, along with Stephen Lewis.
Let's see if he puts it in the end zone.
Well, he's got some wind at his back. No, yes.
Yes!
The way McClellan looked, he was going to catch it. So he put the ball through the end zone. Mahwah will come out. They haven't done much. They had an interception. I think they've probably in three series have accumulated 6 yards.
They're playing a very good team, the Westwood Cardinals.
You have to say Mahwah is a building program. They're just getting the building blocks put in. And Westwood, these kids on Westwood have been playing for 3 years, some of them. So the difference in experience shows. McClellan calling signals. He's back. Looks, now he wants to run. Has a hole, and there he goes. And he gets across the 35-yard line.
Stop on number 5.
Well,
Dan Sirois.
I've said they got 6 yards. I forgot that he picked up a 30-yard run, so whatever I said before, take it back. So they got 60 yards and 2 runs from him. So that picked up 18 yards. Hand off. Duffy gets across the 40. Now what Mahwah has to do is settle this game down somehow. And by you do that is by picking up a couple of first downs, get some momentum going, get some cheering on the sideline, get your fans into it.
That time Biello was a ball carrier and Preston Duffy on Duffy.
McClellan calling signal. It's going to go around the right side. Had some blocking out there. Cuts back and he's met in the hole. I think it was Matherin, number 6. The sophomore lineman caught him.
And also 72, I believe.
Yes, you're right. Gotcha, they were there. So no gain, or gain of 1. Going to pick up a 3rd and 4.
Old R.J. Usher, I like that name.
Third down.
That's a great shot right there.
McClanahan, boy, he took his time. What a nice play by McClanahan. He stepped back there, looked to his left, waited, looked to his right, just waited. A hole opened up and he took off.
Maturin had to hit to stop him, or else he could have gone a long way.
Well, you know, he's one step away from saying goodbye.
But Maturin had a better idea of that.
Maturin says, no, we're going to meet right here.
And they collided.
1st and 10, the ball is at the 49-yard line of Mahwah. Throw out here. Nice play by Dugan. Nice play by Dugan, and read the play very nicely.
Number 9, Cadman.
Cadman had the catch.
But no gain, though.
No gain. Those places, you got to be very careful because they can be picked off. If the safety's up, they can pick that off.
And Dugan would have been off to the races.
It wouldn't have been much of a race.
He would have been solo.
Cadman comes out to the left with Kirshner in the slot to the left. McClanahan is back, empty backfield. Now he looks to run. He runs to his right, stops, and that Dugan stops him. He was looking around, and Dugan just hit him and knocked him down.
He eliminated the tackler, and then he just put down the quarterback.
He got hit hard. He stood down for a while. Dugan hits you, it's like being hit with a truck. 3rd down and 11, has lost a yard. Splits to the left. McClanahan calling signals. Duffy's to his left. McClanahan escapes 1, scoots around for 2, lobs the ball out. Oh, dropped.
Good idea.
He was looking downfield. He had some room and just dropped the ball. I tell you what, this McClanahan, he's all over the place.
All kinds of substitution coming in. A whole new team, it looks like.
Klein is back. Kirsten will kick. Nice snap this time. Whoa! That came close. Ball goes out of bounds away from the spot. That came close to being blocked.
So we're still in the first quarter. 26.6 seconds.
Looks like we had a lot of play, and it's only the first quarter. So Westwood will take over with 26. I almost said 2 hours and 60 seconds.
Listen, I feel like I've been here this long.
Oh my God. Tips to the right for Westwood. Parsons throws to the left. And
he breaks the tackle.
Still going.
Look at this. Look at
Still
this.
going. And that's Dugan. No,
number 11, Buchanan.
No, it was 11.
Buchanan.
So
he must have broke 4 or 5 tackles.
He was tackled on the 30-yard line, John.
Yeah.
Knocked down, but wouldn't stop, kept running. And that'll be the end of the quarter.
First quarter.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back online up here.
That's quite a quarter.
A couple of highlights from the first quarter.
A lot of problems up here.
Cardinals lead 20-0.
It is. It's 20-0 Cardinals lead. Mahwah, you are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group from the Township of Washington. So Westwood will take over now. 1st and 10. After that great run by Tom Bucinich. Tackle for no gain, picked up 25 yards. After they get him down. Or should have been tackled. Here goes Dugan. And Dugan gets knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That's close
Gain
to a
of
first
about
down.
12 yards.
Let's see.
Jack Dugan,
right
first
on
down
10.
Around left end.
Dugan is like a man in motion. Nobody can bring him down. You got to have more than one
Cardinals
person
first
on him.
down at the 25.
He's running like he's about 240.
Parsons now quickly out to Klein. And Klein gets inside the 15-yard line.
Nice moves by number 11. That 11? No, 9, right?
And I'm going to say he stepped out on a 16.
Parsons to Klein. Second down, Westwood.
So, second down Westwood, 1 yard to go. 2nd and 1. Parsons calling signals. Parsons looks. Lobs one down. Lawton has it. Touchdown. He could have thrown it to Dugan or Klein. They both were open.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
And he threw it to Klein, right?
Klein with the touchdown. So Dugan will try the PAT. And it is good. I could call that. So with 11 minutes, 41 seconds to go, Westwood leads 27-0 over
Cardinals
Mahwah.
27, Thunderbirds 0.
You know, Larry, Dugan can actually get into college for kicking. He's got one heck of a leg, I'll tell you right now.
You're right.
He kicks it constantly in the end zone.
You're right.
And he's strong. I watched, he's got great motion, great follow through. That's what I would do. Go to an Ivy League school and kick the ball. This way you don't get hurt. What a leg. You got to give him the toe, Dugan.
You know who his grandfather is, don't you?
Yeah.
Jim Dugan.
I probably taught him how to kick.
Well, he said the kids, his younger son, Aiden, is a good running back also, sophomore. He said the kids get their athletic ability from him. You want to say anything about that? Absolutely, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, wonderful.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I know one thing. He's a great golfer. He can golf. He can golf.
I bet she's probably an A student.
Well, I don't know. He likes to golf. All right, the aforementioned Dugan will now show us his leg. And there it goes. Bye-bye.
My God, look at this. That was against the wind. That was 72-yard kick.
First down.
He's made a couple of touchdowns, great runs, good defense, and we're marveled about his kicking.
We got to put him, he's got to be nicknamed the Toe. Jack the Toe Dugan. And he keeps a golf club in his back pocket.
No, not him. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe he does. Who knows?
He's averaging over 70-yard kickoff tonight.
Callahan. And drop quickly on the far side.
About a yard gain?
Yeah, maybe a yard.
We'll give him a yard.
McClanahan around the left side. Gets 1 yard. Tackled by a host of Cardinals, led by number 8.
Looks like Tyler White.
Constantinides.
With the catch.
Yeah, Constantinides.
Was the tackle.
On the tackle.
2nd down and 9. We give him 1. McClanahan calling signals. Duffy's talking to McClanahan. McClanahan wants to run. Now he goes the up and he falls.
Oh no!
And McClanahan down the backfield.
They slipped.
Usher
was there to knock. But once you fall down, you're down.
Yeah, you're
Play's
down.
over.
Sometimes they can throw a flag, right?
Yep, they can.
But you know what you say at that point? I was running too hard. I had to fall.
After the sack by Usher, Mahwah has a 3rd and 15 from their own 15.
You know, R.J. Usher, does he play an instrument? You know, he could be a band guy, you know?
Why?
R.J. Usher. I wonder if he plays in the band.
It would be, no, he's playing football today.
I know that, but he's thinking about that band.
McClellan
Well,
has
it's a
some
good
room
run.
and will fall shy of the first down, not by much.
Constantinita's initial hit finished off by number 3, Steve Klein.
Let's see if, it's 4th and 1. He's going to go for
McClanahan
it.
carries
I
up the
think he's
middle
going to
for
go for
13
it.
yards.
No, he's
held
not.
up by Constantinides
I
and
thought for a
Klein.
second the coach would go for it, John.
Oh, you got to go.
4th and 2 for Mahwah.
I thought Coach Such would go for it. Klein is back. Kick is up. He gets it away. Klein lets it bounce.
Nice punt.
Picks it up. Runs to his right and will fall shy, just shy of the 50-yard line.
The
Right
punt
in
is
front of
fielded by
us.
Joe Klein.
I'll give the tackle to number 22, Preston Duffy.
Westwood takes over.
So Westwood will take
First and
over.
10.
This young man,
At the
Preston Duffy,
48.
averages 10 tackles per game. Larry?
Westwood had 4 possessions in the quarter. They have 4 touchdowns. Didn't punt once.
Yeah, we had 1 touchdown. It was 20 points in the first quarter and then 7 points in the second
At
quarter.
the beginning of the second quarter. First play of the second
First
quarter.
play, you're right. Ooh,
This
this
is
interference is crazy.
Yeah. This is Sabatella. Picked up 5
Sabatella up the
yards.
middle, gain of 5 yards.
About 5 yards for Sabatella. I was watching the timekeeper looking at his watch. He probably says, it's time for me to go sit down and relax a little bit.
Yeah. Nice block on the outside. Norton will fall out somewhere around the 35-yard line.
Sabatella runs around left side. Big game.
Stopped by
First
Preston
down,
Duffy
Cardinals.
after first down.
Another first down for Westwood. They're racking up the yardage, the first down, the scores. The ball is inside the 35-yard line with 8 minutes and 33 seconds to go.
This offensive line is doing a fantastic job
John,
opening up hole.
This is every game. Norton with some blocking. Stays on
Look
his
at the
feet.
push.
Goes down the sidelines. Gets knocked out of bounds near the 20-yard line. Another first down for Westwood.
I was had my eye on Pisanich. That young man made about 3 or 4 blocks running with the ball carrier. Number 76,
Lawton, big game around the left
a
side.
senior.
First down, Cardinals.
Another first down for Cardinals. 8:26 to go.
First and
Carson
10
is
at the
calling
21.
signal, and we have a timeout on the field.
Timeout.
Mahwah is calling timeout
Thunderbirds.
with 8:26 to go.
8:26.
The first and 10 Westwood at the 21.
I don't know what's going on up here. We've had technical problems we never had before. How we get this game on is a tribute to our camera people, not us. They're unbelievable.
Great shots.
There goes Lawton across the 15.
I'm going to give the tackle to number 19, Stephen Lewis, sophomore.
Lawton runs for 7 yards on first down. Tackle.
Lou, Paul, Nick, and Emily, our camera people.
They're
are
doing a
shooting
great
this
job.
Game without any instructions from the director to tell them where we're
Second and
going.
3 Westwood.
And
The
what we're
shots
trying to
are
do.
amazing.
They are doing tremendous shots, and we can't tell you how amazed we are that everything's coming out well. If we didn't say anything, you probably wouldn't even know. But we just had to mention them. Kosich is going to run for it, and he stays on his feet, fires downfield. Oh man! And he kept the play alive for a touchdown.
Number 11.
Is that Vucinic? Yes.
Number 11,
Vucinic.
Vucinic.
That was all Kosich keeping the play alive with his legs. and he was able to get the pass away and a touchdown. Business was able to get open, but Carthage was able to run and elude would-be tacklers, keep the play alive, throw downfield, and hit for a touchdown and make it 33-0, possible 34-0. And Dugan whacks it through. So it's 34-0 with 7:32 to go. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group from the Township of Washington. Well, we're back here at Westwood. And 34-0 Westwood, complete control of this game. And winning
7:32 to go.
And we still have 7:32 to go in the half. So
let's see. Is this the toe? Is he going to kick it in the end zone again?
Oh, yeah.
I bet you a quarter.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, he's got some leg.
At half, Ramsey leads Ridgefield Park 28-14. Watch the kick. Oh, he got it up in the air. Oh, no, it's going to be short.
No,
and bobbled for a second. And I don't know, there could be a fumble down there. Nope. Mahwah recovered it.
McClanahan, number 1, recovered it.
So Ramsey's leading Richfield Park 28-14 at half. That's all the information I have here. Let's see if I get any more scores. Try to pass them along. We're interested in a lot of things going on here. First and 10 now. This is Duffy going around the left side, no gain.
Duffy around the left side. He's stopped by number 51, Luke Biello.
51, yeah, Biello, another good tackle.
He started as a freshman, that young man. Outstanding player.
He's now a sophomore.
Boy, and you know what? The ceiling is very high for this kid. He's going to really a lot more improvement. He's going to get bigger, stronger, and a lot better. He's already a good ball player. Second and 10. Long count. And no gain again for McClanahan.
No, play the whistle.
McClanahan gets back to the line of scrimmage.
McClanahan, I'm giving a foot so he gets a yard.
Yep. Third and 10 now for Mahwah. Long count. Camden has it around the left side, and he's going to be dropped after a short pickup.
I'm going to pick up the guy in the bottom, number 9.
That'll always work.
Joe Klein on the stop.
Hit by a pack of Cardinals, led by number 9.
So they're going to bring up a 4th down, and Mahwah's going to have to punt. How you like this? Paramus is taking an 8-7 lead over Dumont in the second quarter.
All right, that's a nice game.
Northern Highlands is beating Pascack Valley. Boy, Pascack, we were there. See Pascack Valley play Ramsey. And they're building again. I mean, that ball bouncing, gets a nice Mahwah roll, and will roll out of bounds at about the 43-yard line, where the Cardinals of Westwood will take over, leading 34-0 with 5:04 to go.
A solid punt. Rolls out of bounds at the 43-yard line of the Cardinals. They will take over at the 43.
John, we saw Rutherford in a scrimmage. They look pretty good, right? Van Weber, the quarterback, they're leading tonight. They're beating Garfield 33-7.
That's a nice team.
Yeah. Luca Gemmer ran for a touchdown for Ramsey to make it 28-14.
All right.
And that's Sabatella for number 21.
Sabatella.
So Sabatella picks up about 3-4 yards. We have 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the half.
And there you had Braden and Robert, 69, to a nice block downfield that time. You know, I like to every so often give them a shout. They do a great job in the trenches.
They are doing very well.
This is an outstanding offensive line. And I'm not saying because I'm from Westwood, Washington Township.
You're going to like Roberts. He's 6'3", 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Sabatella goes around the right side and falls across the 50-yard line. Going to bring up a third down, I believe.
Sabatella goes right on second down, tripped up by number 1, Daniel McClanahan.
Stopped by number 77, I think.
We third down at the 50-yard line.
This is third down, about 4.
Third down along 3 for the Cardinals.
You know, it was Braden Matisich on the tackle, number 77. I had to go to my 4th piece of paper.
Third down. Sabatella hits the left side, falls forward, enough for a first down.
Tackle by number 24, Elijah Dixon.
So first down for Westwood. We're at 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the half. Round the side comes to Sabatella again. And this time he's run out of bounds after a short gain. You know what's a man? I just thought of it now, John. I think, if I'm not mistaken, one penalty, and it was declined because it was a third down penalty against Mahwah. Just one penalty in this game.
And that was Ryan Arsala. We got to mention these young men making tap. But you're right. There has been, I think, one penalty all day, a 5-yard penalty. I like that. You know, you shouldn't have penalties. You should play the way you're supposed to. It makes the game go quick.
Gossage is going to get stopped. Can't get away from 2 guys that are tackling you. Even he's not much. Even he can't do that.
There's a number 24 on the stop, Elijah Dixon. You know, he gets 7 tackles per game, he averages.
He's tackled at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5 Cardinals. At the Thunderbirds 37.
So third down and 5 to go for Westwood. They're in 4 down territory, so they could pick it up. We're at the 2 minute and 30-second mark of the half. Carson's calling signals. Back, looks, rushed. Going to be a screen pass. It's over. It's to Lawton. And Lawton gets knocked out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. More than enough for a first down.
That was the first down on the pass from Carsich to Lawton. Tackled again by number 24, Elijah Dixon.
Dixon stopped or else would have been a touchdown. This young man is playing a great game for Mahwah today.
So 2:18 to go. Westwood's at the 20-yard line. Here we go again around the left side. This is Lawton. Oh, it's Sabatella. Didn't see the 1. So he gets knocked out of bounds.
About the 7-yard line.
And it's a nice story about this young man. He hurt his knee last year. He had a rehab. He rehabbed it all year. And he came back. And I remember being here, John. We were here in July talking to Coach Hart. And he was so happy about this young man that he was able to come out in July for practice and was at 100%.
So we're on the 6-yard line. This is a good time for him to carry the ball, Sabatella.
Yep. Again, Sabatella. There's a hole, and he gets down to the 5-yard line. No, I'm sorry. He gets down to the 3-yard line.
And it was led by number 69 for Westwood.
So it's a second down.
Cardinals, second down inside the 2.
Braden
after the run by
Roberts, 6'3",
Sabatella.
300 pound, leading the way that time.
Westwood will probably keep the ball on the ground.
I would hang out with that guy.
When,
300 pounder.
The places you visit, you need this guy to hang out with you.
Right now, my wife is the person, so
Oh, there
I
you
go
go.
up and wait.
He can relieve her. Sabatella is caught behind the line of scrimmage, but he's in as he fights his way in. He was hit behind the line of scrimmage. He was able to wiggle and turn, fall forward, and the young man gets in for a touchdown.
Cardinals lead 40-0.
So it's 40-0, and after the PAT, we'll talk about what is known as a mercy rule, and we'll try to explain it. Dugan will try the PAT. He has it. When we start the second half, the rule is if any team is losing by 35 or more points, the clock continually runs. It only stops for timeouts, injuries, or change of possession. If the team scores, it has to go to 25-point spread, then the clock goes back to regular. I believe it's 25 points. They changed that. They changed that. I'll get that cleared up. Because it used to be you had a 35-0, and the team would put in their sophomores or freshmen. And the team losing 35-0 would score, go to 28, and then they go back to regular time. Now they have to get it under 25.
All right. Well, the time right now is 1:19 in the first half, with
So
Westwood ahead 41-0, and here's Larry.
So the point is, it was 30. When it goes to, I've been told by the official up here, 33 points in the second half starts your mercy, and the spread has to go down to 25, less than 25, for the clock to continue regular time.
All right.
So Camden will have it, bringing it up. And he's fights.
Still running.
Yeah, he still fights his way across the 20-yard line. So when you get in the second half, 33-point difference, you go to a mercy rule. Clock constantly runs. To get back to regular time where the clock stops, normally the score has to be under 25 points.
That's the Thunderbirds pass.
All right.
So that's what they told me up here.
At the 22-yard line.
So we have 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. It's 41-0. Westwood is leading. So we're going to start the second half with a mercy rule.
All right.
So the clock constantly runs.
And this way, Westwood can put some of the players that haven't played in the game in that.
Well,
Even though they've been playing.
At this point, everybody who shows up for practice plays now.
You and I may put some equipment on.
I don't think you and I are going to get. First of all, it takes us time to get down here. Second of all, they don't have a uniform pants 48.5.
And then we would have to have 15 guys blocking for us.
No, nobody on the other side tackling us.
Or they should have one of those rafts, put them on their shoulder and put you and I on top with a nice iced tea going for a touchdown.
McCollahan is dropped on the 25-yard line. He's hurt. I saw him get hit. He got whacked. He's a tough kid. He's slowly getting up.
Junior.
And they're going to stop the clock at 12 seconds. McCollahan has walked off the field. He took a shot.
He did.
You know, you do this game long enough, you know when someone gets whacked really hard. And the clock's going to run out. So the half ends with Westwood leading 41-0 over Mahwah. They haven't punted. They've scored a touchdown on each possession they had, which was 6, and they've just dominated this game. We'll be back with the second half. After we have the cheerleaders and band, hopefully we'll come back. Hopefully. Everything's going wrong up here. Even the PA, Westwood's PA was out for a
We're
quarter.
looking for substitutes for us. Oh, get the bobbleheads. You and I are in the bobbleheads, Larry. They can do this game.
Well, we're back here in the second half. It's 41-0 Westwood. It's been all Westwood. They've had 6 possessions in the first half, and they've scored touchdowns on all 6 of them. They haven't punted. They've run the ball. They've passed the ball. They just overpowered this Mahwah team offensively and defensively.
And
Their lines are
defensively.
thick. John?
Well, Larry, it's been one of these games. I mean, the way they're playing tonight, they could beat a lot of teams. Westwood, the offensive line has been outstanding, I thought. And what can you say about Carthage? And how about number 44? We got to give him a name, the toe. He should go in college and be a kicker. And he may have a shot to making the pros as a kicker.
Well, also we'd like to thank our camera people. Now that we get a few seconds, we got in transparency. Our audio here is off. It's been off before the game started, and our camera people are shooting this game without any direction. They're each doing it individually, but they have such an idea and a flavor for the game. They know what to shoot. They don't have to be told too much what to do. They're proving it tonight. So we want to thank Lou and Paul and Emily and Nick and of course Ida, who's pulling the rest of the hair out of her head, trying to get everything to work. So we hope it looks good to you, but we are having major problems here, and we're very happy that we're able to get it on this game.
We did see Ramsey is currently winning by about 10, 14 points. So it looks like that Ramsey will probably be undefeated when Westwood goes up to Ramsey. And that's going to be the game to see in New Jersey, I think.
Yeah, that's going to be something. Also, the press box here, we had problems. They couldn't get the PA system on. So whatever's going on here, I don't know, maybe it's gremlins before Halloween or electrical storms or whatever it is. The first day, full day of fall, we've had many, many problems here, and we've overcome them.
And you and I have had a constant noise in our ears.
Yeah, called noise.
And our camera people have done a fantastic job. Ida and the camera people were outstanding.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we start the second half,
so now we're going to have the second half stuff.
50 ticket. Please.
We're going to start the second half. Hey, Rocco won the 50-50. Rocco Mama. I was just talking to him. I gave him luck. I went down to say hello to him. My wife was down there. Anne-Marie was down there. I call her Anne-Marie Mama Lady. She's always been Anne-Marie. All right, Dugan's going to kick it. It looks like McClellan is not back there. The quarterback was injured in the last play of the first half. He was hit very hard. He walked off the field. We'll see who's coming out to start for Mahwah.
Oh, we got hit with the north wind.
So I'll try to see who's down there, who's quarterbacking.
Let's see.
Looks like it's going to be number 19.
19 for
Stephen Lewis.
Stephen Lewis.
Hand off to Duffy. Duffy's fighting his way across the 25.
And Duffy pushes forward.
That's a nice 5-yard
across
gain.
the 25-yard line.
Now Westwood has put in a lot of their reserves here with 41-0 to go. We'll try to pick some of them up for you. some of these young men get a chance to play now.
Held up by number 79.
Oh, here we got number 70.
Dante Downey.
Cooper Smith.
And number 70, Cooper Smith.
79, Dante Downey.
Oh, I know Downey very much. This is Camden. And he is fighting his way and
nice
gets
run.
across the 35-yard line.
The first down, Mahwah.
So that was Mateo Agami, a sophomore.
Number 14 is in
Tackled
there,
by
Andre.
And number 17, Jake Sembler.
With some help from number
game.
3, Steve Klein.
42, Nick Troopy.
32 is, we said Aiden Dugan. That's,
Aiden Dugan. 44, we know, the toe. Nice fake by the quarterback.
Yeah, he bangs into the middle, picks up about 6 yards.
No.
Stop by number 77 for Westwood.
So that was
Mr. Smith.
Lewis for about 6 yards.
Gain of 6.
So
Second and 4 for the Thunderbirds.
So Westwood has brought out their second team, sophomores, juniors. And they're getting a chance to play, and they'll play the whole half. And we have offside.
Yeah, Cooper Smith decided to go in. He needed a break.
Should be enough for a first down.
So, in comes 56, Kirk Simoniades.
Encroachment on the Cardinals. Having a first down for the Thunderbirds at their own 47.
So 1st and 10 now for the Thunderbirds. Stevens running around, throws downfield, and he has his man for a first down. Inbound.
On about the 45-yard line.
Oh, not a first. Pickup of 7. I'm sorry, I missed the
Catch by
marker.
Joey DeMarco, gain 7.
It looks like
Second down,
looks like
Thunderbirds.
number 2, Mike Bear.
Second down and 4 yards to go.
Oh, that breeze feels great.
Snap. Stevens looks, throws, has his man, loots one tackler, and is knocked out. No, he's not knocked out of bounds. Well, it doesn't really matter. The clock's running.
Steve Klein made the stop, number
First
3.
down, Mahwah. Ruled out of bounds by Steve Klein.
That was Omar Ahmed with the reception.
And Klein is a
Ahmed with the
freshman.
catch.
8 minutes, 24 seconds to go. The clock is running. Stevens is calling signals. He replaced McClanahan, who was hit hard at the end of the first half.
Close to getting too much time here.
Close.
I got at least 24 seconds.
Here comes a run around the end, and he's dropped by
That's
Dugan.
a sack.
Aiden
Number
Dugan,
32,
number
Aiden
32 on the
Dugan.
stop.
Noel Hall is dropped.
Waiting a long second down for the Thunderbirds.
So let's see what the spot
Zach
is.
Talking about
Dugan.
Aiden
Second
Dugan.
down and, ooh, that's a good 18 yards. They got to get to the 30-yard line.
So
16
Dugan
yards
is a
to be exact.
sophomore, eh? Aiden,
Yeah, Aiden could run. He runs like his brother. The Dugans can run. Snap, look, Steven wants to throw. He has, and the ball bounces away. Ahmad dropped the ball.
Pass incomplete. After the second down tackle for loss by Aiden Dugan.
and
Third down, Thunderbird, 16 to go.
Third down and really long. Stevens rolls to his right. Dugan is chasing him. He throws, completes, and knocked out of bounds about the 35-yard line. Going to bring up a fourth down and 5.
Nick Troopy, a sophomore, knocks him out of bounds. He gets a tackle.
Oh, they're bringing the ball back a little bit more. So it's going to be a 4th down and a 7 yards to go.
Gets Mahwah to 4th and 8 at the Westwood 38. 4th down, 8 to go.
Clock continues to run under the mercy rule.
5:58 and counting.
Stevens is running, throws downfield, incomplete. It was intended for Arsala.
Turnover on downs.
So Westwood will take over, 1st and 10, and the clock continues to run. I tell you, I like this idea, John, when a 41-0 game and the clock runs. You and I, when we started, there was some 41, 42, 48-0 at half, and the clock kept running. God. And you just sat there and watched the game, and that was the longest half. It was brutal. This helps everybody, and it avoids injuries too, because you're getting the game over
absolutely.
Quickly.
Because when you're getting beat like by 40, 50 points, you're not in the game.
No.
And then somebody comes in and knocks you for a loop, you take a walk for a while. No, you can't do it.
Oh, here comes Dugan, and he's dropped for a loss. One of the few times they dropped for a loss. Let's see who's in for Westwood, John. We'll try to get as many numbers as we can. Number 17, Jake Sembler is in. Number 77, I don't have.
77 for the
Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith.
We don't have 77.
No, we don't have 77.
Number 12, Sean Morrison is in.
14, Petracchi, number 14.
Morrison is the quarterback.
All right.
Hand off to Klein. And there goes Klein.
Look at Klein.
And Klein down to the 20-yard line. And Steve Klein, he's the brother of Joe Klein. He's a freshman.
First down, Klein.
He's got what wheels.
Boy, does he have wheels, huh?
That could be his nickname. You might as well.
Steve Klein.
The wheels, Klein.
He could run.
On his first carry. He was a man with a mission. He's nice size, 6'1", 170.
And he runs just as fast as you do. Morrison calling signals. Overlooking the defense. Morrison hands off to Dugan. Dugan slips away from one, but not for 3 others. But picked up about 4 yards, 25.
Larry, that was a near pin. That was a near pin by number 22, Preston Duffy. That's 2 point toward a victory.
So 2nd and 6 now for Westwood.
Down, 6 to go for the Cardinals at the Thunderbird 26.
We have 2 minutes and 42 seconds to go. Even the camera on the scoreboard has gone blankers.
It's been a bad night.
Wow.
Good thing it's not Halloween.
Oof.
Oh, the ghouls and the goblin, my God.
The ghouls.
Flying ghouls. That's what I see at night.
Klein. And he fights across the 30-yard line to pick up maybe a yard, I think.
How would you like to be a freshman and you're running the ball in your second or third game?
We're coming to the 2-minute mark of the third quarter.
6'1", 170.
Boy, these mercy rule times go fast. They zip along here. But I'll tell you, we go back a long time when there was no rule like this.
Oh, it was terrible.
And scores wound up 60.
And how many injuries?
Oh, injuries? Oh.
People getting mad.
This is Dugan. Makes a nice move. Going around the left side, going to the goal line and runs it in. It was a great move at the line of scrimmage where he jumped away from the would-be tackle and ran the other 25, 26 yards for a touchdown.
Thunderbird 0.
And that makes it 47-0.
So that was.
We fixed the cable?
No, I was holding that. I just put it down.
We're gonna figure. We're trying to figure out what's going wrong up here electronically. Kick is down, up, kick, good, and it is good. So Westwood now leads 48-0 with 1:22 to go in the third quarter.
Westwood 48.
Because of all of our problems here, we're not going to be able to go down and get an interview.
No. Right now, I can't even write in my book. We just missed that touchdown run.
We are very happy about this game's coming to an end. We got to go back to the studio and figure out just what went wrong. Although the PA system up here had a problem. So
yeah, this whole area has been. It's been a constant noise.
So the minute Dugan kicks the ball, the clock will mercifully start. And you have to feel for the Mahwah team. Boy, you know, when you start from scratch and you're building and you run into a team like Westwood or Ramsey, you're going to have nights like this. You're going to have nights like this. But that's the growing process. Those are the growing pains. They have a good coaching staff, and they will right the ship, and Mahwah will be heard from. They have some athletes coming up in the younger grades. Their rec program is excellent. I know that because I've watched them a number of times. Dugan whacks it, and it goes through.
Dugan's kick goes through the end zone.
toe, once again. About 65 yards.
With 1 minute and 21 seconds to go in the third quarter.
So 1:21 to go.
At their own 20-yard line.
I don't think it's our wire.
So the clock is running now. Well, you don't want anybody to get hurt now, John.
Oh, absolutely.
Just play the game. You got one more quick quarter to go.
Look at number 79 there, Larry. Dante Downey, 6'1", 257 for Westwood. Little nice size.
Westwood didn't know who's going to be on the field. Stevens around the right side, and he's pushed out of bounds. And that should do it for the third quarter with 35 seconds to go. Let's see if they get a playoff.
Lewis fires on the right side.
As the wind picks up and gets a little chilly here at Westwood High School in Washington Township. We're down to 15 seconds. They may get one more playoff. That play picked up 5, 2nd and 5. Stevens is calling signals. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Gets the playoff. Stevens back. He has some room. He can run if he wants to. Throws outside. No good.
I give him a catch. No,
I give him the catch. And that will do it for the third quarter. So we played 3 quarters here in Westwood High School. Westwood leads 48-0 over Mahwah. You were watching WCTV, your volunteer group in the Township of Washington. Well, we're going to start the fourth quarter. John, I'm looking here through my notes and paperwork and phone to see what went on with Ramsey. Next week will be a big one. It's 42-20. Ramsey's over Richfield Park. So Westwood will go up to Ramsey, and both teams are built exactly the same. I call them mirror teams. They're exactly the same. They even across the board.
Both lines are great. Running backs are great. Quarterbacks are great. Coaching is great.
It's going to be a great one.
And we'll be there.
Well, we'll be up there one way or another, but we plan on covering it. I believe the running back up there is Luka Guma. We've seen him play outstanding
what a player.
running back. Well, you haven't seen him run, and he's a junior. Over here you got Dugan and you got Colby Lawton. They have some great players up there. The offensive lines are similar. Defensive lines are similar. They're physical, both teams. They got good wide receivers, although we haven't seen Westwood throw the ball much downfield, like a real open passing attack. Both teams are great. It should be an outstanding game.
Great coaching on both sides.
So we look forward to that game. That'll be one of the bigger games around. Stevens gets hauled tied at the 41-yard line. We're inside 11 minutes to go. We'll be going up there this week to scout out their press box, although we've done a number of games up there over the years. But with a game like this coming up, as Ida said, we want to make sure their electricity works so they don't have any. We got to make sure our stuff works.
Yeah, that time Jake Semblin, number 17, made a nice play. You know, as a sophomore getting in the game or a freshman, you love this time. For coaching and for everybody else, well, it's not as good.
Shot into the line at 4th down, and I don't think he made it. I don't think Stevens made it. He did not. Cardinals hold.
That was number 77, Mr. Smith. Made the move that time, Larry.
So Coach Zutz, Coach Zutz had nothing to lose.
With a host of others. I'll be a turnover on downs. Westwood will take over. 1st and 10 at the Mahwah 39.
Senior night.
Oh, and also tonight was senior night. Want to congratulate all the seniors for the band, the football team, and the cheerleaders. They having their senior year. Very exciting. You have getting ready for college and what the next part of your life will bring. So we congratulate them and their parents.
It was nice seeing your grandchildren up here at halftime.
Oh yeah, they're Mahwah students.
Number 14, Andre.
So 14, Petracchi got the ball.
Yeah, he's a senior, Andre Petracchi. He's 5'7", 150 pounds. He probably comes to every single practice. And here he is now. And I'll give him the ball again.
Right, give him again. Sean Morrison.
Give him the ball.
Let's see if he hears us. Give him the ball right now, Sean Morrison.
Yeah, look.
There's the handoff to 14.
And he gets hit hard at the 40.
70.
Tackled behind the line by
72.
So Andre gets dropped.
Perez.
Hey, you know what? Give him the ball again.
Oh, I totally agree. And 72 doesn't have, is not in the book for Mahwah. Made a nice play. So coaches, make sure you get 72. Give him a uniform. He's ready to play permanently.
Sembler's out to the right. Morrison's calling signals on 3rd and long. Just the longest I think Westwood's had all night.
They're blitzing.
And they're going to give the ball again. And he is dropped for another loss. But he carried the ball 3 times. That's great.
Number 59.
But I tell you what,
Frankie Pellicano made the stop.
but I tell you what, he didn't get much blocking up front either.
A
Fourth down
sophomore.
and 15 for the Cardinals at the Thunderbird 44.
I like that name. Frankie Pellicano.
6 minutes to go, and this game is over. And we get ready for next week. Ramsey, last check, was winning big. I think 42-21 against Richfield Park.
And that's a team that can score and play pretty good, so it's a decent team.
Very competitive team. You're not ready, cause you a problem.
You got to play your A game. Who plays the A game will win that game.
Motion against Westwood. That's the first penalty on Westwood.
So now we have
Fourth and
5
20.
minutes and 52 seconds to go in the game
From the 49.
on the running time.
Well, let's see what we got over here.
Ready to take a pill?
Yeah, I'm gonna take one to keep me awake.
They allowed.
Well, let's see what Westwood does here. We're getting close to the 5-minute mark.
Look at this young lady's way up high. Oh, kick. Quick kick.
Morrison. And the ball will drop
Morrison punts.
around the
It's down by number 14,
27-yard line. Where Mahwah will take. How you like that, huh? Quick kick.
At their own
Quick kick.
27.
That's a nice weapon to have in your back
Oh,
pocket.
absolutely.
It might come in handy maybe once or twice a year, but it's nice to have.
Oh, my God. The north wind is just cracking.
Hey, listen, summer's over.
Oh, my goodness.
We got to get ready. We got to get ready for snow because we're going to get a lot of snow.
Well, I got to go to the Poconos to make sure all my stoves are working.
Snap. And dropped. Looks like it might have been Duffy back
Tackled by
there.
number 50, Justin Singer. That'll bring up second down for the
On the number
Thunderbirds.
17 for Westwood,
Second and
Jake
10.
Sembler on the tackle, 17. At least he was the last guy who got up.
Noel Hall was the carried ball. We're under 4 minutes to go. So this game will be over in about 4 minutes.
And we're not going to tell you who scored what tonight.
The whole team.
The whole team scored in this game.
Seven touchdowns. One missed PAT. That's the only mistake they made.
So pick whoever you want. He can get the points.
The whole team is the star.
Look at this. Somebody stole the ball.
Somebody, did they sell the ball? Oh, let's see who that was.
Number 32.
Dugan. Aiden Dugan stole the
Aiden
ball.
Dugan says, look, you talk about the toe. I can play too.
Westwood will take over.
You know what, John?
First down at the
I would bring in
29.
Andre Batakli back in.
You know what I think is happening? Is there some water that they drink, those Dugans? I mean, all of a sudden you got Dugan the toe. Now you bring in the young man. He's going through people.
Clock is running. So Morrison comes out with the play. And we want to thank everybody quickly so we can get out of here. I mean, these people are going to run out of here from WCTV.
It's been a wild game.
Okay, let's see here now. And Morrison fumbles the ball, but he was able to pick it up.
Yeah, he picked up the fumble.
What? Oh,
Look at
there
the
they
room.
are. Lou, Emily, Paul, what a job you
What
did.
a job you guys have done.
Great job.
Iron Horse on
Great job.
October 9th the Westwood High School football pancake breakfast will
They've
be
been
taking
on the
place.
money on the
Two
shots.
seatings,
We
one
want to
at
thank
10
Roger
and one at
Pelletieri,
11:30.
the athletic director, Adam Schutz at Mahwah. Thank you so very much for your help. And we know under your direction, the program will get better very quickly. It's going to take work, but we think you can do it. And we look forward to see you next year and see how this team is improved. Westwood, of course, we want to thank Danny Vivino, the athletic director at Westwood, and of course, Dennis Hart and his fantastic staff. Can't thank
And all
our
the
cameras
players.
and the players, of course, the student athletes. Can't thank our camera people. We've said this a number of times.
Oh.
What a job they have done. Westwood takes a knee. We have 1 minute and just about 1 minute to go in the game. So Westwood's going to let this clock run down. One more snap of the ball. 2 more snaps and that'll do it. So we cannot go down and do any interviews because of the problems we're having up here. We hope you enjoyed the game. We look forward to seeing you next week when Westwood takes on Mahwah. And that will do it. That's it. That will be the last play of the game. Congratulations to Westwood for an outstanding victory. They did what they had to do. They won the game convincingly. No one got hurt. Sets them up for a big win against Ramsey. Last I saw, Ramsey was winning 42-21 down at Richfield Park. And we'll be ready for next week. For the camera people, John.
Remember the game next week will be in Ramsey. We were asked by Ramsey to do the game. So you'll see us there, we'll be there, and it should be a heck of a game between 2 undefeated teams.
So, we want to say goodbye. Final score, 48-0, Westwood beats Mahwah. Goodbye, everybody.